Honk, honk. ARC Seattle is on the road bringing the conversation to you.
Yes, we are. So Tyrah is out in a Seattle neighborhood this morning talking with people about the trending topics of the week. And before we check in with Tyrah in just a second, we asked you on social media where you think she is today. So here's some of the replies that we got from some of our viewers. Vesta writes Fremont.
Yeah, Teresa says Coopville.
Okay, and John writes on Tyrah's Facebook page, let's guess Seattle's University District.
And Deborah guesses the Renton Highlands area.
All right.
Tyrah joins us to continue the conversation this morning. So Tyrah, did any of our viewers get their guesses correct? Where are you today?
None of our viewers were right this time. I guess we put out a good sneaky photo on social media. Yeah, but I will reveal it officially. We are at 23rd and Union in Seattle's Central District neighborhood. And right now we're standing in Art Noir, one of the most popular stores here in this area. This actually is their youth art showcase right now. All the artwork you're looking at was created by kids between the ages of 10 to 21, so young adults as well. Very interesting. For those of you who don't know about the Central District, historically, it's been one of Seattle's most racially and ethnically diverse neighborhoods and was once the center of Seattle's Black community and a major hub of African-American businesses. So very fitting that we're here as well during Black History Month. And right now I'm actually with the store's executive director, Jasmine Scott. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for coming to be here again, Tyrah. It's so great to see you.
Absolutely. You are a Central District native and you started the store to sort of restore some of that Black art and community ownership. Can you just talk about your mission here?
Yeah, you know, my family, we're from the Central District. We made our roots here. I grew up here. I graduated from Garfield High School. And this is just a really special place to my family and I. And so, you know, throughout my lifetime, my parents' lifetime, we've seen the changes, some of the displacement that's happened in our community. And so we wanted to make sure that we had an impact on how we could kind of reverse that. So we are here to reclaim space, like we always say, in our historically Black community. We own our footprint here at Midtown Square with Art Noir, and we aim to generate revenue for Black artists and creatives, not only locally, but kind of globally. We want to support uplifting Black art and culture around the world. And so that's a little bit of what we do here at Art Noir with our gallery space, our retail, and some of the additional programming we do here.
It's so important, and you all have such cool art and just different things. I love the candles personally here. Everything smells so good always, and the art's beautiful. What's your favorite part about owning the space?
You know, it's just, it's knowing that no one can get rid of us, right, that we're here permanently. We want to have an impact that's really long lasting in our community. And so just knowing that because we own our space, we are the only ones that have the say-so in how long we're going to be here. And we intend to be here beyond our lifetimes. Absolutely. We want this to be something that is really a permanent hub in our community.
For generations to come. And you all are planning a very fun event on Saturday. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so every Black History Month, we like to celebrate community, the people in our community. And so we launched this kind of program last year called For the Love Of. And so last year, we put a specific focus on Black men. This year we're putting a focus on the community itself. And so this year it's just for the love of us. And it's a way for all of us to be able to just gather, be in community, and it be real low pressure. You don't have to come and be expected to do anything but just hang out. We'll have a DJ, we'll have a photo booth, we'll have some treats, some food, some giveaways, games, stations for just, you know, people can play and network and meet new people, bring your family, and just come on and out and relax and have a good time.
It sounds like a great time for the whole family too, and that information should be on your screen. Thank you so much, Jasmine, for joining us. Steve and Theron, we have a lot more to come this morning for our ARC Seattle On the Road segment. Today I'm going to be talking with several business owners about, similar to Jasmine, what makes this community so special to them. And also we're going to be hitting some hot topics, specifically what these business owners want to see from the new Seattle police chief. We're also going to be talking about just their hopes in general for the city. We got another cool business coming up for you in our next hit. Very excited about that.
Tyrah, be sure to tell Jasmine that she is rocking those glasses.
Steve says you're rocking those glasses. Yeah, they are styling. Yes, as always.
And Tyrah, from your vantage point, there was a painting on the wall I saw as you were looking around of a ram. Can you see that? Because I think that's epic.
Painting? Yes.
Yeah, can we show
likes
that?
the painting of the ram.
Yeah.
Jasmine, do
That's
you know
cool.
how
Well, no,
old
that's
that
the cow. The ram,
kid
I think,
was
is
who
next
did
to it.
that?
So the young man.
Oh, the ram is
There it is.
Yeah, the young man who did this entire wall here. I don't know. I think he's around 19, 20.
Wow.
That's
And he's
incredible.
actually from the Congo. And he lives here in the area
Okay.
now, and he submitted, and I was just blown away. I was like, this is by a young person.
Wow.
Like, his art is really amazing, and also his story, because he just started seeing art, you know, in his homeland and was really inspired to create art as well.
So detailed, so creative. Thanks for
Yeah.
pointing that one out there, and then thanks again, Jasmine.
Thank you.
Art Seattle is on the road, bringing the conversation to you.
Yes, Tyrah is out in Seattle's Central District this morning talking with people about the trending topics of the week, and she joins us once again. All right, last time you were showing us some art. What do you have for us now, Tyrah?
More art, Steve, but in a different way. We're talking about custom sneakers, actually. And today we are at the Resole 206. This is Seattle's first dry cleaner for sneakers. I'm here with the store's creator, founder, Takia Ward. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Good morning, Tyrah. Thanks for coming through.
Of course. So first, just show us what you got going on in front of us and your passion for this. This is so cool.
Yeah, so I started actually customizing sneakers when I was in middle school.
Wow.
It was a hobby that turned into a passion, that turned into a business. And so here at the Resole 206, customizing is one of the services that we offer. And these are some examples of what's possible.
What's possible?
Yeah.
The world is possible, including
Absolutely.
these Beyonce-inspired Renaissance
Yes.
Air Force Ones.
The razzle dazzle. Those are definitely a fan favorite. Yeah, and you know, we do cut and sew as well, hand painting, any sort of embellishments. Basically, I tell people, you name it, I can paint it. The possibilities are endless.
Possibilities are endless. And talk about a sneaker dry cleaner. Can you just show us kind of your setup back here?
Absolutely. So this is our laboratory. This is our state-of-the-art facility where we're able to offer the services of cleaning and restoration to our customers. We saw a need in the market with Seattle having such a great sneaker, community here. There was no services when it came to care, and so I decided to build a space around that. And so here you'll see, our point of sale, our cubby wall where we put all of our customers' orders that are ready to go back to them in this really cool display storage area. And then we have the behemoth. This is our state-of-the-art sneaker washing machine. So with this sink, we're actually able to process our cleanings much faster, much more efficiently, and we're able to just get orders out in a really, really amazing way. This has definitely revolutionized sneaker care for us in the industry, but also in Seattle. So I'm happy to be bringing this to the city.
What's the feedback then? What's your favorite part about having this business?
It's the interactions that I get to have with people on a day-to-day basis. Not only am I the owner, but I'm also the operator. So I'm here 5 days a week. I get to see people. I get to see some silhouettes and shoes that I've never seen before, and really just have those really fun interactions, and also educate people on the importance of maintenance with their shoes.
I know I have some dirty shoes that can be thrown in that thing for sure.
Absolutely.
We were just talking about, some of the hardships small businesses have faced in the city of Seattle. I know our own KOMO crews have covered you in the past when you were broken into, unfortunately. Back on track. Today, things are great, no smashed windows or anything, but obviously such a hard time. I mean, what would you say are some of the hardships that the city is facing when it comes to small businesses, and what would you like to see change?
Yeah, it's been really eye-opening to become a brick-and-mortar business owner, be able to share my passion and my love for sneaker care with the city, and have to experience myself the sort of, the violation that is a break-in. It can be really, really hard. It can have a huge toll on your mental and physical and, entrepreneurial health, and also to learn that so many of my neighbors had also experienced that just really opened my eyes to how, how big this problem is. You never want to be in a situation where you feel like you can't share what you've been given with your neighbors, and so to have these situations happen, it was definitely really tough, but I'm so grateful for my community because they really showed up for me in a way that I could not have imagined, and that is the reason why we were able to come back and bounce back from that devastating loss. It's been almost a year now that happened, and so I'm happy to say that we're still here, we're still holding strong, and my neighbors are here as well with us. But small businesses are experiencing a lot, and we're the ones that have the relationship with community of really being on the ground with our neighbors. We see our friends and family, we see our people every day. Usually, if you walk into a small business, you're talking to to the owner, you know? And so I think it's important for us to really realize the efficacy and the importance of small businesses in our city and find ways to just kind of help us get through those hard times that we're all going to experience.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing your experience and your vulnerability as well. And I love what you said about the community. It's definitely about the community members and the fact that they've been able to come back, support you, and help build you back up.
Yes.
What are some of your other favorite things here in the store? You have a lot of art as well from other local artists in here.
Should we go pop over?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. So, you know, it's one thing to provide a service, it's another thing to build community. And so one of the bigger things that I really wanted to do with the Resole is create a center of community for our sneaker, our sneaker community. And like, you can come in, we can do the order, we can talk shop. You know, we also have our bar here where you can come hang out and learn from me directly. We host workshops and events here as well. Definitely looking forward to having more stuff here in the space when it gets nicer with the weather. But yeah, just really building a space where people feel welcome. You don't have to just come in, drop off, and leave. You can come and hang out and talk shop, and we can, talk about all the new releases and what's coming up next in music and fashion and culture. Like, that's what I want to build here. So, yeah.
Well, you are doing it, and I love your sneaker earrings. Those are so cool. Kia, thank you so much for joining us today. Steve and Theron, I think you two need yourselves a pair of some customized sneakers.
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Tyra, what sneakers you would recommend for me, because I actually sneak a lot of places. So I need sneakers.
Yes, you do. I can see you in a pair of sneakers, maybe some white Air Force Ones with, Theron has a pet rabbit,
Yes.
Ricochet. Is it a bunny
Ricochet
or a rabbit?
rabbit.
A rabbit.
We can paint
Can
your
you
rabbit
paint the
on
rabbit?
the shoe. Absolutely.
That would be
I think
awesome.
you need some Ricochet sneakers.
Then I can hop, just like a bunny.
And then he said then you can hop just like a bunny. Yeah.
And
absolutely.
Tyra, I would like the
Yeah.
I would like the Beyonce-inspired ones, please.
I think you deserve the Beyonce-inspired one, Steve, especially if you're going to go to the Cowboy Carter tour.
Yes.
Hey, why not?
Seattle's on the road to bring you the conversation right to your neighborhood.
Yes, we've been checking in with Tyra all morning in Seattle's Central District, and Tyra joins us now to continue the conversation. She's outside of the Africatown Plaza. Hi, Tyra.
Hi, everybody. Yes, we've been talking about several community topics, and one of those ongoing topics, especially in the city of Seattle, is affordable and accessible housing. So that's what we're going to be talking about today here at Africatown Plaza. You're looking at behind me over 120 brand new units here. Completely full, right? Completely full right now. This is amazing. I'm here right now with the Director of Real Estate for Africatown Community Land Trust. This is Noir Hermanstein. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me here.
First off, for people who are just now hearing about Africatown and Africatown Plaza, what is the mission overall?
The mission is to make sure that no more people in this area are displaced from having housing and having a fair chance of getting affordable and safe housing. And our goalpost is to make sure that people in the community have a place to call home.
And it's so important that they do have a place to call home. How big of a problem is affordable and accessible housing in this city?
I would say it's a major problem because Africatown Community Land Trust, we also run something called Bellevue Community Home. Bellevue Community Home is a homeless shelter, and we have about 150 people on a regular basis who are fairly regularly inside of that space. So I would say it's a big problem, and the affordability being a big problem is solved through us getting affordable housing here and affordable rental housing, so people have affordable rental opportunities.
I think it's amazing that all of these units are fully leased up. I think it just goes to show how big the need is.
Yes, absolutely. The need is huge. It's a vast need. The market right now is really bad when it comes to making sure that people have affordable rents. I mean, the average studio is around $2,500, depending on where you are in the city of Seattle. More and more people want to move to the city of Seattle, and buildings like this allow them the opportunity to do that. So if not, you're probably going to be far away from places that you would work and or play, as they say. So.
And there's plenty of opportunity for that in the Central District, right?
Exactly.
Very walkable. What would you say the average cost for one bedroom goes here?
That I don't have off the top of my head,
that's
but if we go no more than 30% of a person's income at 60% AMI, and 30% of your income means that it's affordable to you, and the rest of your income can go to the other needs and necessities that you have for your day-to-day.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No.
I was going to ask, when you're looking at starting an endeavor like this one and building it out, recognizing that there's a need and we need a solution, I mean, where do you start?
Well, you start with just the idea. We came across this, ACLT came across this as a vacant lot. Originally, this was a strip mall piece that was owned by a family. And we went to the developer, Lake Union Partners, who was our next door neighbor, and said, we need to have a piece of this for the community and to develop it for the community and to make sure that the community had space for themselves, especially if you're removing something like this, which is a considerable community asset, out of this community. So here we are today. We've got commercial space over there in the corner, around 700 square feet of commercial space. We have office spaces on the ground floor. That's going to be about approximately close to 1,000 square feet of office space for ACLT's offices. And we have community space over here, which is going to have a lot of community activation and activation on the plaza during the summertime. So these are all the things that we were thinking in terms of what could possibly happen here. And if you look around the plaza area, you'll see that this is a space where we hope to have, mini concerts, events, and things that can activate the community and make the community a part of what we're doing.
That'll be great. It's all about community and community connection. Now, throughout the morning on ARC Seattle, we've been talking to several business owners, one of those being Art Noir, and their owner had told me, we want to restore back what the Central District once was. And in regards to housing, what does that look like for you all in bringing back some of that culture to this neighborhood?
Yeah. It means buildings like this. It means supporting homeowners where we can. It means supporting the community's businesses and making sure businesses are supported. It also means making sure that we have more and more people that look like us coming here and living here. It's a hard thing when people are displaced and have to travel 20 to 30 miles to come into the city to get any of the amenities they have inside the city. And it's hurt the city too, I would say, considerably, because the city doesn't have the benefit of all of that diversity of people that are coming into the city and actually enjoying the amenities of a city like Seattle. And that's why I think our downtown right now is hurting, honestly. It's missing that whole middle class, of that class of folks who could probably come in there and just sort of spend money and revivify and make sure that the neighborhoods are what they used to be, vibrant and healthy.
What do you think needs to change for it to come back to being vibrant and healthy? And
more buildings like
more
this.
buildings like this.
More people like this, actually. Yeah.
Well, thank you for the work you're doing. I mean, what's your favorite part about your job?
The people. Yeah, and meeting people like you and people like Kanisha over there, who's a part of our team, and our entire team of the ACLT. I mean, it's a very, very good team of folks. It's a very great team of folks. I would say just knowing that as a team of people that we can all get together and form community and just make things like this happen. Because things like this don't happen just because of me. They happen because of me and other people like us who are just coming together to make sure that they are concerned about their community, they love their community, and they want to see their community grow and prosper.
Such an important conversation. Thank you so much for bringing us all that information and for joining us today on ARC Seattle. Steve and Theron, that's a word we've heard a lot today, right? Community.